Yes, sir.
What's going on, folks? Welcome back to We the Champs. You know we in here. You know we never left. You know we the best. Good to have you here. I'm your host, Jalen. We got our co-host J-Bo in, Uncle D, aka Coach Phil Blackson in here.
What's
And
up?
it's time to talk some championship things. Before we get into the mix, always hit that like, hit that subscribe, comment, share it with your aunties and your grandmas, your uncles, your grandpappies, everybody.
Yeah.
But let's set it off, guys. So we
Love
just
it, love it.
had we just had was this week 8 in college? This is week 7 college football.
Yeah, because they have week 0. So I mean,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, week 0. So
They be
it's
trying
kind of
so
weird.
hard to be different. They be like, yeah, we different.
But it was a decent week, I'd say. Nothing too crazy happened. The Tar Heels ranked number 10, per usual, lost to a team they shouldn't lose to in the middle of the season. Lost to Virginia. They lost to Virginia at home, man. Damn,
Man, Virginia's been playing like trash this year too. So
bro, they were 1-5 going into that game.
yeah, they had some horrible losses too. And so move on, y'all. Let's not talk
All
about
right, yeah, just throwing that out there.
Just throwing it out there.
Just throwing that out there.
it.
A lot of
Let's
top
talk about
teams.
the Ohio State, Penn State game, bro.
Yeah, let's set it off with that. Oh, that was on the slate. That was on the
Okay,
slate.
all right.
Yeah. Ohio State, Penn State. It was a banger. They won 20-12 against Penn State. Ohio State did, the Buckeyes, and they just went to what they did best in this game, and that's throwing the ball to Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yes,
What you
sir.
call him, Jay?
What I be calling them?
You was like that's a one right there.
Oh yeah, that's
That is the
I got-
the receiver.
all you gotta do is change his jersey and he can be in the NFL. Like that's him.
Yo, everybody, I know he's Marvin Harrison Jr., but he looks like Randy Moss.
Yeah.
He looks like Moss. And so,
Well, shoot, Marvin Harrison was that dude too. But
Mhm.
but yeah,
yeah, he was that
Yeah.
dude, but that dude he's physical too, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody know his size? Like what is he? 6'1"?
Shit, ideal.
We can pull that up.
Ideal.
Let me. Can you do that for me real quick? I need to know because I'm a wide receiver fan. That's my favorite position, like in football, wide receiver.
Hey, nah, bro, he ain't 6'1".
What
That
is he?
dude is 6'4".
6'4". That's
Yeah,
what you want.
yeah.
Yeesh.
Yeah. 6'4".
Yeah, that's a number. That's a top 10 prospect right there.
That dude look like Moss, bro. I don't care what nobody say, man. That dude. From now on, I'm calling that dude Randy Moss Jr. I'm not calling him Marvin Harrison.
You calling him what?
Randy Moss
You call
Jr.
him?
That's Moss Jr.
Oh, don't do that, Shell.
Damn.
Nah,
That's
man,
crazy.
Marvin Harrison's that dude, but they play differently, man. Like Marvin Harrison was that dude, and he was underrated because of where he
Yeah,
played.
he was.
Like he was overshadowed by.
Did he win that Super Bowl?
Yeah, he won Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Right?
Against the Bears.
Yeah. That dude, he
Dub
balled
ass.
out, man. He's don't get me wrong. I'm not hating. Me calling him Randy Moss Jr. is not hate on Marvin Harrison. They just ran different. Like Marvin Harris ran like really clean, like routes, was a beast, but he's physical like Randy Moss. That's the only thing. I'm just saying.
Marvin Harrison probably like, don't watch me. Watch him. Don't look at me.
Yeah.
Look at him, dude.
Yeah, that dude, hey. But you could tell that second generation genes, man, they work really well for those players, man. But he's balling out, man.
It's ideal.
Ohio State.
Yeah.
Always getting something.
Yep. He finished his game with 11 receptions, 162 yards, and a touchdown. Big thing here is Ohio State defense holding Penn State to 12 points in this game.
I got a question though. Why is nobody talking about that dude as being the Heisman winner?
Who's that?
Marvin?
Marvin Harris Jr. That's the only, every game he's balled out.
Yeah, how's his numbers been looking?
Oh, he's a beast, dude. Every week.
Let's see.
He had a injury scare, but
For this season, he already has 42 receptions, 766 yards, and 6 TDs.
Okay, he's balling now.
Because in football, they usually it's like the biggest rewards are for the quarterbacks.
So I mean, you look at the last non-quarterback to win the Heisman. It was Devonta Smith. Yeah. That's crazy. Like really think about it. You see Devonta Smith. It's like, oh, there goes a Heisman right there. Marvin Harrison's putting up numbers, but
the same as Devonta Smith, man. I mean,
Devonta Smith put up humongous numbers. Like I think Devonta almost got got 1,900 yards.
I thought he had more touchdowns, but I don't like how many games is this? He's on pace for. He's at 766.
He's on pace for about 1,800.
Yeah, man.
Still. And then he's balling out, but it's like he's still in the show, but it's not like taking the show. Now the other receiver, huh?
Who's his quarterback?
I know, but that's not the criteria the voters are going to use for that.
Yeah,
I get what you're saying, but that's not the criteria they're going to use. So, and then the other wide receiver I thought should have won the Heisman was actually another Bama receiver, Amari Cooper. I forgot what quarterback won that season, but dude, I was looking at Amari Cooper like, yo, this is the dude right here. This is the dude.
Marvin Harrison is honestly, if you look at the draft coming up this year, who's the one player that you know is going to be a home run? Because even after we're looking at Caleb Williams, and no disrespect, because he's had a beast of a season the last 2 years, but who is the one sure thing that's going to be coming out this year?
All right, there's one. I got one for you.
What's up?
Brock Bowers, Georgia tight end.
Man, you bring up Brock Bowers every week.
He's a beast, man.
But I'm saying, what's my man that plays for your Falcons, who is supposed
Kyle
to be
Pitts? But he was
the generational tight end. Man, they were comparing that dude to Tony Gonzalez when he was coming out. But
Brock Bowers is different.
I was very excited when he was drafted too. I was like,
man, that dude's crazy.
Let's go. He had 1,000-yard season.
Yeah, I mean,
it out there.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's bad. I'm just saying.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like,
yeah, Kyle Pitts.
I'm throwing shade at my.
No, y'all. If Kyle Pitts had a good quarterback, like, there's no telling. He could be Travis Kelce, like, you know what I'm saying, the way they use him.
All right, so I just pulled it up. Devonta Smith, his Heisman season, 98 catches, 1,500 yards, and 17 TDs.
Man, you telling me that Marvin Harris Jr. can't catch those numbers? He
can. He can slide in there now. Now that you say it, he can slide in there now. So
he's the most consistent. He's the most consistent player in college football right now.
Especially if Caleb takes some more L's.
I'm saying
Caleb's out, man. Caleb's out.
Damn.
Your man's in Washington.
He's out. Penix.
Penix
you look at
good, but he didn't play that great this last week.
Yeah.
He hasn't had a real Heisman moment. But man, like you telling me if I don't even like talking about Ohio State like this, but if
I felt
that man goes out to Michigan and he puts on the show, you gonna tell me that dude's not gonna win the Heisman?
Oh yeah,
I'm about to put my money on him right now.
Snap! You know what? I'm gonna take a look at that. I want to see the Heisman odds for that.
All right, now John Harbaugh is watching.
All right, guys.
If Michigan win, I'm just saying that he might put on the show. He might ball out. I mean, John Harbaugh is watching everything apparently. So.
All right. So some other top 25 team games we had. Duke traveled down to Florida State and lost 38-20 in this interconference matchup.
First half, right?
It was a close game. Wasn't Duke up actually?
Yeah, Duke was up.
Duke was up in this game. Okay.
Duke surprises me.
Man, I couldn't have Carolina lose and Duke win this weekend. That was just horrible.
They do match up and eventually, but yeah, Florida State they're looking like that number 4 team, man. Got a solid win against another top 25 team in Duke. Duke's not nothing off the charts, but they have been a good team this year.
They're solid.
Hmm.
I don't even feel right saying that, but Duke is solid.
And Florida State still has their Heisman hopeful in Jordan Travis, the quarterback of that team. And shoot, Duke, Florida State, they got some other good wins on their resume. Didn't they beat LSU week 1? Who's their offense is looking like a juggernaut. I can't wait to that matchup against Bama. That's going to be a good one.
It depends on which Bama you're gonna get, man. Bama,
Yeah.
Bro, Bama's play. Hey, they winning games, man. They winning games. They just beat Tennessee, another top 25 matchup. They beat Tennessee this weekend.
I thought they played Arkansas. Oh, they played Arkansas last weekend and won by a field goal.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it depends. So, Alabama's been up and down. They're winning, but they can't play like that against LSU.
No.
They can't play like that against LSU.
Oh, she was going to run it up. All right. And some other top 25 teams, specifically in the top 10. Washington had a scare against Arizona State. Arizona State's now 1-6. And Oklahoma had a scare against UCF. They went down in this game too, I believe. They escaped UCF 29-31.
I mean, any given Saturday, right?
Like, for real.
Close games this last weekend, though. A lot of close games. Looking over the schedule.
Texas had an in-state team. There's so many colleges in Texas. I mean, Houston. Every other year, Houston has a really good team, and they're 3-4 now, but they lost 31-24 to Texas this past weekend. And Ewers, their quarterback, went out.
Oh wow!
So he'll be out for a few weeks. I'm not too sure if Archie Manning is the backup.
Archie isn't the backup.
You said he's not?
Archie was number 3. They have another man that was their backup. Who should be starting for the next 3 weeks. But we'll see. We'll see how Arch plays in practice, man. But
might bump him up, maybe. Huh?
I mean, I look at it like this, man.
Malik Murphy.
What's up?
Malik Murphy, quarterback, dreads, number 6.
I was saying Malik might ball out. He was still another top high school prospect too. So, I mean, Texas has like 3 of the top quarterbacks like in the country, basically by the years that they were in high school. So, Arch is nasty. We'll see if he gets to play, but we'll see. He's slated as the backup as number 2 right now.
Yeah, because it was weird. I didn't get the update, and I looked in the backfield. Texas, they were in the red zone, and I see Malik Murphy, and I didn't know that was the backup quarterback. And I'm thinking they're in the Wildcat. I seriously thought he was a running back. But yeah, that was pretty funny. What else we got here? Oregon beat Washington State 24-38. Somewhat convincing win. Michigan handled business, blew out Michigan State 49-0. Michigan State is so bad, bro.
They got so stuff going on, man. We might as well ain't talk about Michigan State. All the scandals they got going on, man. Ooh. They might as well get Tom Izzo come out and coach their football team.
All right, for real. They got some work going on. All right. Look at some other scores. Any things you fellas saw from the weekend? Oh, how can we forget? Utah beats USC 34-32 this past weekend.
How many interceptions did Caleb throw?
Not sure.
Hey, pull that up.
They had 3 in the first half, didn't they?
Caleb. Yeah. Nah, he didn't throw any. Kent Williams' numbers still look great. See, this is how you
Yeah,
know
he had
what he's talking
interceptions.
about. Was that?
He had three. He had three the other weekend
He
against.
didn't have any, but he still got 2,200 yards, 23 touchdowns, 4 interceptions,
That time going by fast.
84.7 QBR. And we still talking about him like he playing like trash, man, like across the country. I'm not saying that we are talking about him, but the rest of the nation is, man. That dude's still gonna be number one.
Nah, and everybody that's smart or remotely knows what they talking about just knows, like, man, this guy's going number one regardless.
Man, 6'1", 215 pounds.
And he built too. He's built dude.
That's all I'm gonna say. All I'm gonna say.
Yeah, that's that dude.
Holy snap. All right. So there's another team. Oh my gosh. Hold up. This team is flying under the radar in the SEC, and they've beaten Georgia before in a divisional matchup, and that's South Carolina. You know who I'm talking about?
Rattler.
Yep. Oh, man. Missouri. I'm talking about Missouri.
You talking about Missouri? You said U.S. You said South Carolina.
Yeah. I meant to say South Carolina lost 12-34 against Missouri this past weekend. Missouri's sitting at 7-1 right now, and they've upset Georgia before in a divisional matchup. So I expect this year for them to be be going for the throats pretty hard. That's just something to keep the eye on. Something definitely to make the SEC a little bit more exciting, because I definitely feel like the SEC, dude, it's not as popping as it was before. I mean, it's still really good, but the Pac-12, dude, the Pac-12 is turning the TVs for a lot of folks right now.
Man, it's gonna be interesting though to see how they play down the season, because they got a lot of hype and they have some of the best quarterbacks like in the country. But are they going to be able to win the big games coming up against the SEC? Man, we'll see. Because
we already know. We already know what's happening, man. It's UGA gonna stomp them boys out. That's why the SEC ain't popping no more, because it's been the same two teams for the past century.
I mean, the SEC is. I mean, Alabama's been the dominant team, and the next best team is always cycles. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you look at like the past since 2000. Who else in the SEC has won a ring?
LSU.
The Dogs. LSU has 2. But one of them don't count because Nick Saban was the coach of LSU has 3.
Yeah.
LSU has 3. One with Nick Saban, one with Les Miles, and the last one with Ed Orgeron and Joe Burrow on the gang. So you look at that. You look at the Gators.
Oh, yeah.
The Florida Gators have 2 championships, both with Urban Meyer. Tebow was on both those teams, but Leaf was the leading quarterback the first time. And then Auburn. Got freaking Auburn. They won one time.
I bet you love that Auburn one, don't you?
Yeah, bro. That was awesome, bro. I was watching Cam Newton every weekend, bro.
Cam in college was different, man.
That was awesome. That was so exciting to watch him play. They won that one. And then Auburn Auburn also went to another championship game.
Yeah.
That was when they ran the kick 6. They ran the kick 6 back against Alabama to win that game.
Mm-hmm. But still, though, Georgia gonna stomp the boys out.
I can't see Georgia losing.
Georgia gonna stomp.
Honestly,
well, Missouri gonna bite. You know what I'm saying? But
Georgia's offensive line and the defensive line is always the best in the country.
Is your boy Brock gonna play?
He's injured right now. They said he's gonna be out a few weeks. I need to see the schedule. I'm not sure exactly when we play Missouri, but that's the game. We still haven't played Tennessee yet or Florida. Damn. Whew.
Man, you ain't worried about them. They play
that's good. They need
Georgia
to play some
November 4th. November 4th we play Georgia.
Who's that?
Missouri. Yeah.
Oh,
Missouri?
okay.
Okay.
Oh, that's soon.
Is
That's
that home
next-
or away?
That's next
It's
Saturday.
at Georgia.
It's at Georgia? Okay.
Yeah, it's at Georgia.
That's next Saturday, November 4th.
Yeah.
Yep.
But, man, I was
Not
thinking
the one
about
coming up, but go ahead.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I was thinking about this today, man. I'm looking at teams like you see LSU. They took those two wins, those losses early in the season, and they're rolling. They could also be a wrecking ball in the SEC. I mean, looking at the SEC West right now, Bama's the clear-cut favorite. No matter how you look at it, it's still a good, talented team going on. But LSU could knock them off and play in the championship game, and the SEC championship game would be what LSU has to play for. I mean, just keep your eyes on LSU. You know, that's such the tough part about college football, man. You bump your foot early, I can spell it. That's your championship hope for the whole season. So hopefully they expand to 12 games pretty soon, and that'll make for some good TV.
Your boys got Florida this weekend. The Dogs. Georgia. They got
Georgia.
Florida.
Oh yeah, there we go.
That's gonna be exciting.
It's gonna be a blowout. About Florida.
I like to see that rivalry anyway, though, or somewhat rivalry.
All right.
Those Gator fans.
All right, guys. That about wraps it up for the college football talk. Shoot. You already know, time to slide into the big leagues, the NFL, man. So we had some close games, had some upsets, and let's talk about the biggest upset we've seen from the weekend or the weekday, Monday Night Football. The Justin Jefferson